And hello again, YouTube. Uh, First of all, I have to say a few things. I'm very sorry this was promised a very long time ago and I just felt like doing it. Sometimes I did it and I wasn't happy with the results, sometimes it was just, I've seen that in many other trash guides, no reason to put it, there are better ones done on the internet. So, I waited for one which is actually satisfactory. Both the game, the plays, and pretty much everything. And to start off, I'll have to say a great thanks to Vlad, who will later be showing us some of the tricks with Thresh. But let's get the basics done. The abilities of Thresh. Thresh is mainly played as a support and has some pretty interesting abilities, some even uniques at this time compared to other supports. Thresh is passive, Damnation. Thresh collects the souls of dead enemies by walking near them. Any soul collected grants him permanent armor and ability power. Champions and large minions, such as cannon minions or the big golem here, the big wraith, and pretty much any buff giving minion, monster, will grant a soul 100%. Smaller ones have a certain chance to grant a soul, which is not listed, but I'm guessing somewhere around 15%? 50%. Thresh's first ability, Death Sentence, has two parts. An active, which I'm showing here, which is pretty much of grab type. However, it is unique in several aspects. First of all, there are two parts in the grab, which I do believe I'll be showing pretty soon. And also you can pull yourself to the grabbed enemy, which I must say I still have to work on that. That is a lot better than this at me. I'll show it later. The passive, however, is the main use of AD Thresh. It deals magic damage on hit that builds up when not attacking. With a low attack speed, every hit Thresh will ever do will proc the passive with the minimum damage at the very least. You see? Two stages of pulling. Also, during the pull, if you activate it, you can, at the right time, you can prolong the time the enemy is hold in place for 1 more second. So that's a 3-second CC. The second ability, Dark Passage, or the Lantern, throws down a Thresh's Lantern, granting vision and a shield to any nearby champions. Allied champions can also click on the lantern to pull themselves all the way to Thresh, just like Vlad did there. The Flay, which I will be showing pretty soon I think, yeah now, is a very weird skill shot if you ask me. And it will move the enemies hit by it in a certain direction, following the skill shot. It will also slow and damage them. The box, the ultimate, is one of the strongest support skills in the game. When I say strong, I don't mean because it actually helps the allies, I mean that it kills the enemies. The box is made out of 5 walls, each dealing damage and slowing massively any one hit. The slow is the biggest currently in the game, 99%, for 2 seconds. However, it will break the wall. Also, this has been tested by myself and many other players. One single enemy, champion, whatever, can break more than a single wall. And yeah, only champions can break the wall. So, you can go into the wall once, and if you go in it again, you'll still get the damage and the slow. However, it cannot be affected by multiple walls simultaneously. So if he hits the corner, it will get both walls down, but only be affected by one of them. It's important to make an enemy hit a wall, then bounce him into the next one, and then grab drag into the third one. I've actually done it on one of the saves, but that was the only good part throughout the game. And I don't believe I have it anymore. But the box, is one of the reasons Thresh is... it's impossible to tower dive a Thresh. Especially a good Thresh. But let's talk about mechanics for a bit. The grab, one of the most important Thresh skills, is actually a bit easier to land than the blitz grab. However, the range is shorter. It's also thinner, it can more easily pass through minions. And as such, can make for some pretty impressive grabs. Also, the grab will hit on the first enemy, no matter what it is. It can be a Zera plant, like it happened several times throughout this. See? I'm grabbing the Zera plant. The passive will be mainly used to deal damage when you're playing as a support, to harass, and trust me, it deals a lot of damage. The Dark Passage is the signature skill of Thresh. Almost all supports can control the enemy some way, pushing them, pulling them, stunning them. Thresh is the only one who can control the allies, grabbing them literally off the map. And this can be a very useful skill. However, here are some recommendations. Ask your allies if they know how the lantern works. There are a ton of players who, after so many games with Thresh, still do not know how to use the damn lantern. So, Thresh players, please, ask especially your AD carry and everyone else on the team, do you know how to use the lantern? It's no shame in not knowing. It's a shame in not learning when given the opportunity. Also, the lantern cannot be used if an enemy is on it, so don't throw it in the middle of enemies, it will do next to nothing. Unless you throw it for the shield. For anything else, it's completely useless in the middle of enemies. Better to throw it a bit away from the champion and have him flash to the lantern and then all the way to you. It makes for an easier escape, even if a flash is used. Easier and certain escape, to be sure. The Flay, I'll admit it's pretty easy to miss it or to misclick it. Cast forward, it will push the enemy. Cast backward, it will pull them towards you. In some cases even flinging them behind you. Not to mention the slow and the damage. Now then, I do believe we've covered pretty much anything there is to know about the skills. Oh yeah, the passive. The passive can gain a pretty critical amount of souls. So in some cases it will be very easy it will be very easy to become a tank, especially late game. Tank Thresh is actually something very played, and it's what Thresh will become late game most of the times. He can be played all the lanes, including top, AP mid, jungle, or AD carry. What he will become late game depends entirely up to you. However, I do recommend building him as a tank, getting an early Aegis, after the Philosopher's Stone. Also, I do recommend the Ninja Tabby, because as Thresh, one of your jobs, in case the team doesn't have any initiators, will be to grab someone, pull yourself to them, and box them. Yeah, right in the middle of the enemy. That's correct, that's what you should be doing. Here I'm doing an attempt to pull the Zerat, and as I do have better boots, he fails. As you can see, the auto attack passive almost doubles the attack damage on Thresh, even if you constantly attack, if you don't have any attack runes. So I always recommend maxing it first, then the Lantern. If you are in the jungle, however, or in some other lane, maxing second will be the Flay, but always max the Q first, the death sentence. Take ultimate whenever it is available. And as for items, generally good items for tanky support such as Taric and what other tanky supports were there? Let me think a bit. Well, tanky supports in general will be good on Thresh as a support. Also, actives, pretty much any active item or aura item will work great on them as a support, such as Zekia's Herald to help the AD carry, Shurelia, the Runic Bulwark, the Aegis, and so on. As you can see, we do manage to get a pretty good wall in there, right in their faces. One more thing about the dragon, and pretty much any minion I've noticed. Grabbing them with the death sentence will cause them to ignore Thresh as long as they are leashed to him. So for example, you can have a Pantheon right where Xin is standing, right now, and you can hook the dragon. The dragon will do absolutely nothing to Thresh, but it will proceed to attacking the Pantheon, the enemy one. Same goes for Baron, pretty much anyone. However, this effect only lasts while the leash is on them. After that, they will proceed to attacking whatever champion is closest to them. One last note on the abilities. The Lantern can also pick up souls for you, so you don't have to go into the middle of the enemy team for one single soul. Knowing when to use the Lantern, how to land the Flay, when to prepare the box will always be around you. It is not a skill shot, it is an area of effect. Right, positioned always centered on Thresh. The Dark Passage should be kept for face checking with the Lantern, not with your face, obviously, as it reveals the area. So in case you lack wards, don't face check, just throw the Lantern and you will have vision. And now comes a fight in which I show just how useless it is to tower dive a trash. So, 4 enemies, my AD carry running, and only my jungle to help. Time to bait them! I had the lantern on passive, but he will survive. So, what was this? 2 for none? Well, good job, guys. Tower diving a trash. Something you should never do. Now then, I will take you now to a area in which, to a part of the game, the same game, in which the lantern is best used. Now then, we will see Xing going in for the kill. And I'm just chilling around, missing my skill shots, and the wild lantern appeared to save lives. That was the perfect way to use the lantern. And I noticed Pantheon. And I'm thinking, hey Pantheon, who do you think you are? You're going after my teammate. And that was the grab of Holy Justice. Well, I did get the kill, I managed to save Vlad's life. And they surrender. Next up, I'll show you several pieces of work that are totally entitled to Vlad. You will see him as trash, and as well as some of his builds. You can see mine down here. And off we... Now then, you will see Jarvan coming in from the jungle. Vlad is ready. He is focused. And he misses the Sona but grabs the Ezreal. A perfect play sends him flying back. And Vayne's skill shot nets the kill. I don't know how the Vayne died though. I think I have to see that a bit. Yeah, the Vayne flashed in for the kill under the tower. And Zona auto attacks. Yeah. Greedy Vayne. Now then, we see Jarvan coming yet again for a gank bot. Or no, just coming to steal the blue. To give it to me, pardon. We see Thresh, Vlad, ready to make his move. As you can see, a perfect. Used Flay. Nets them the kill by Ignite on Sona. Also, I'd like to highlight something in this. Please do me a favor and count the seconds the Sona is stunned. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's without the Jarvan actually netting the knock-up. So, 6 seconds stun. And they say nerf Irelia. Yeah. Right. And now you will notice the Nocturne is coming in for the kill. Vlad will now demonstrate how to get away from a gank. Pull yourself to the jungler. Lantern. And run. Easy as easy can be. And now... Whoa, invisible minion. A perfect grab, Flay, and box. Double box. However, the Nocturne was pretty damn fed. I'll admit, by me. So, nothing can save Vlad now, sadly. Here we are preparing for a trap at the Baron. And by trap I mean we are getting caught into a trap. However, because of an over-manly Jarvan and a Talon ready to own everyone, we are getting kills. Tons upon tons of kills. And yeah, I just made a comeback. And now, as we see the enemy is clearly intent on taking the bot tower, and I'm clearly intent on making them fail, all of this happens. I managed to get the kill on Sona. Kassadin thinks he can kill me. And Thresh keeps everyone alive in our team and everyone dead on theirs with a perfectly placed box. Right into Shen's face. As usual, the Vayne died. But hey, it's war, got to make sacrifices. Just like we are about to sacrifice this poor Nocturne. Yeah, this is Thresh, ladies and gentlemen. Sight? Don't need sight. You have talent. I mean, really, look at that fabulous squid hair. Those hooks for hair has. Simply beautiful. Yeah, he's fabulous and he knows it. Now then, as you can see, he is going for a typical sport build. Aegis, Ruby Sightstone, Philosopher's Stone going into a Shurelia. That's really the most basic of items for Thresh. What do you do when you have a tanky support? You make him tankier. Yeah, that's the one thing you need on a support. If he is tanky, make him tankier. If he has heals, get more heals. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Well, I hope I've made a few things more clear for you, or clarified some things you didn't understand. Hope this guide is helpful. I don't usually play support, and when I do, I get Thresh. Anything else just fails. So don't ask me to do another support. Thresh is probably the only support I will ever do. Unless they get something even cooler out, which is totally possible. Well, for now he's the only support for me. If he gets banned in rank, then I'm not going support. I better troll and get to Rengar, a D4 bot. You have more chances of success like that, trust me. But after all that has been said, it's time to say goodbye. Hope this guide has been helpful. If so, give a like, comment about it, Maybe I missed something, or I'm always open to suggestions. And I'll see you later, YouTube.